Thanks for tuning back to my channel. This is part 2 of the vintage TAMIYA Blackfoot truck turned Monster Energy Baja trophy style truck, I guess. So overall, I think it turned out pretty good. I'm gonna let you kind of check it out, and then we'll discuss everything that had to be done to it. Turn it like this. Now this is gonna be a 2-part video where I'll discuss a little bit of it. Then we're gonna take it for a drive. So I think it turned out pretty good in my opinion. I think it looks great. It took a long time to get it here, 2 weeks from the last time I talked to you guys, but overall I think it was well worth the time to put into it. So let's talk about the chassis first. All right, let's take this bad boy off the body. Now if you remember, I purchased this truck for around 50 bucks. It needed quite a few parts, if you remember, on the body. So the chassis had some issues right down here on the bottom. So if you remember, the chassis was cracked right there. I had to repair that. That turned out really nice and strong with some plastic weld and a little bit of plastic L bracket on the back side. Sanded smooth and strong, and it looks really good. So I'm so happy how that turned out. Then, if you remember, on the chassis we had the swing arm problem. Had to fix that. Had to get another swing arm for it. So that was not too bad. And what else was it we had to do with the chassis? Oh, and now the chassis has the adjustable pinion motor mount set up here by CRP. So I wanted to also make a dust cover for the opposite side and made that out of nice Lexan. That looks really cool. It's nice and trick. It's clear. You can see the mesh in there. So that's pretty neat. Truck's running 11 tooth Robinson Racing, 32 pitch gear versus 10. So that's pretty much her. She's got the Team Associated shocks on here. She's got the black paint. Well, the black steel paint on the chassis, which looks really good. It's almost like a gray graphite, kind of nice. So that looks really good. Now let's talk about the body. So the body went through a lot of stages. Luckily, this one, I think in my opinion, turned out the best. We had that break right here that happens a lot with the Blackfoot trucks. I had to reinforce that, and I think it looks pretty good. It's almost factory-like. So that took a couple pieces of plastic, and I had to plastic weld that, and then give that time to dry and harden, and then go back with some putty, Bondo filler, sand that down, let that harden up, and then just kind of, match this side up, and it looks really good. So painted the bumper in the middle as well with the green. Okay, and then we had no sunroof. So I made that out of just some laptop plastic from broken laptops. I fix those sometimes, so I had some leftover plastic, so I was able to make a diagram and then fix that. That turned out really good. And then we needed a back bumper tailgate. I didn't have that. I had to make that as well. Had some plastic, laptop plastic, just old plastic laptop, trimmed to fit, looks really good, and that's it. So I think the overall execution turned out well. Driver's got a little friend in there. My daughter gave me that little eraser, so it's kind of cute. But yeah, she was a lot of fun. She took a long time to do. Let's see, what am I missing here? So the driver on the inside is the grasshopper driver head. I just replaced the other driver. I just think it gives it more of a, I don't know, racy truck look to have the helmet guy instead. So just a TAMIYA grasshopper helmet guy and helmet guy driver. And then let's see, what else am I missing to tell you guys about? As far as the paints, there's about 5 different paints on here. We've got House of Color trim, it's in lime gold. We've got the camo up top. I've got the satin black I've got the brushed aluminum. Then we got the gloss black on the bottom. Then we got the clear, and then we got the spring green, and that's this color here, along with I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, and then what else am I missing? I'm sure I'm missing something. Oh, and then we made the bumper have some like kind of like punch outs, and then behind those little punch outs is just green plastic to give you the that kind of like green circly kind of thing you see on some of the race cars. I don't know. It looks pretty cool. Well, and then what else am I missing? Anything else? Just to let you know briefly, I went kind of a little bit crazier. So I spent about $120 total on this car, but I think it looks pretty good in my opinion. I'd rather have mine than a new one. I think you could get the new ones for around $200 or so, if you want to go that route. But if I was to add all the hop-ups and buy them separately, it would be around $350 is what it would cost to duplicate this truck. But luckily I had all this stuff at the house and it didn't cost me that much money, obviously. So, but as far as out of pocket, about 120. Paints really costed a lot. I spent about $30 on paints. And then, you know, little things like glues and stuff like that. But overall, it turned out good. So now we're going to go ahead and test drive it. Alrighty, now for the running portion of the video. So, full ball raced. That's what I wanted to say. Couldn't get out of my mouth. But so she's definitely ball raced. There's full ball bearings throughout it. It came with the ball bearings, so I didn't have to take any from anything else that I had or buy any or anything like that. So she's fully ball raced, which was a really nice surprise. And she drives really smooth with those Pro Lines Dirt Hogs on there. But she ran good even with the traction utility tires that came with it. I did have those on here. I just like this one better. And the that RevTech motor is awesome. I only basically got it because it was green. I put it on there, and when I had it in one of my pan cars, so I kind of robbed that. But it runs really good with it. Got that awesome squat that these trucks and cars do. That's with this chassis. So I'll definitely upgrade the drive shafts when need be. Right now they run pretty good. You usually get that plastic clicking, clacking noise coming from those half shafts. But they make the better dog bone style ones now. And then I'll probably go upgrade the differential eventually to MIP or something like that. But I couldn't be happier with the way she's turned out. Runs really smooth. Got that good old front CRP guard on there. It looks really good. A lot of the stuff I had at the house, like I said. Alright, and that's where we're going to keep it. I'm not going to bore you guys too much. I want to appreciate you watching my videos. If you have any questions or anything like that you want to shoot out to me, please feel free. And yeah, that's a wrap on this guy. Look at this little frog. That's so funny. Alrighty, guys. I appreciate you guys. Please hit a like, and I'd love for you to subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.